Joshua Parker has somehow got to make it through a zombie-infested Knox County to Louisville Airport in what he hopes is safety. But first, he's going to make it through Echo Creek. Yes, indeed. Somehow Joshua Parker's going to make it through Echo Creek. Welcome back to another episode of Nomad Adventures Build 42. Traveling all the way across Knox County. We're right on the west side. We're in Echo Creek. You can see everything's a shithole. Everything is just falling apart. It's dilapidated. This is a whole year after the events of the apocalypse, and civilization is almost really just a distant memory. We are in Echo Creek. We got to get to Louisville. How are we going to do it? I have no idea. We're going to have to do it on foot. We're forced to do so. We got to go for it. We got to head east. Man, there's another raccoon. There are a lot of raccoons. It feels like Raccoon City. We got another big group of zombies up ahead. We got to, I don't know, is there loot nearby that's worth fighting for? Just can't tell what is up ahead. There's some sort of commercial area, strip mall. What have we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 10 zombies. I think we can do this. Let's see if we can clear this immediate area out of zombies. See if we can find a few more valuable loot. Behind us should be pretty clear. We're going to get swinging with the baseball bat. We should have the fitness. We should have the muscles, shall we say, to take out this group of zombies in one go. Man, I thought that zombie was dead. We're just casually standing on it. Okay, that's what we want to see. Let's back off. Ooh, there's a zombie. It's got something quite interesting sticking in their gut. There seems to be more zombies than I was expecting. This is going to take quite a bit of work. Okay, well, we're getting there. We are getting there. 3 or 4 more down. 3 or 4 more to go. We did wash this morning, but already we're covered in blood. I just want them clearing out the area, finding the zombies. Thought that tree was a zombie then. I just had another little reminder of the importance of foraging, searching through buildings. We're playing with a 50% pre-looted setting, so it's really important to get in search mode, get into foraging mode, and so let's see what we can find on the floor. I managed to find a smithing magazine and, perhaps even more importantly, sleeping pills that could really help Josh combat his claustrophobia and have him get to sleep at night. We got a little bit of alcohol, and we tried reading a book last night and it didn't do the trick at all. Of course, we do have a tent. We could sleep out under the stars, but we could also potentially just find something some sort of building with large rooms. So the bar we were in the previous episode would have been actually a great option to sleep with a big wide open bar area. Okay, so we've fought our way up to, there's this Bookman's Holiday. This is the zombie with the interesting appendage. Is that Bookman's Holiday? Is that a hotel? What is that? Broken banjo neck with a surprisingly high amount of damage. Okay, well, look at what is just up ahead. Not the clothing store. A family medical center. Chill pills. That could be really useful right now. Well, any sort of medical supplies could be the difference between life and death. We got a little bit of fighting to do first though. There's groups of zombies on every street corner. Okay, there's another 2 zombies. Oh my god. I saw that tree wobbling and I thought that tree's wobbling, and then instinct kicked in and the zombie came out of nowhere. Okay, we're a little bit tired. Man, it's 11 o'clock in the morning already. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? We need to take just fall back a little bit. Let's just have a little sit on that bench. Why not? Just wanted to take a peek in the window of this building just to see what is inside. Life's full of surprises after all, but it's just so difficult with these trees all over the place. It really masks, it really hides what zombies nearby. I just keep blundering into other groups. Okay, is this actually some sort of library or office building? I kind of feel like we need to work towards being able to hotwire a vehicle. The prospect of books, a mechanics book, is enticing. Again, we're just getting distracted by loot or the prospect of it. First, of course, we got to kill the zombies as they come along, and they do just keep coming. I kind of feel as though I've got to really pick up the pace here. I mean, it's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's just get a torch on, and I don't want to audium having to think about plan ahead, trying to figure out where we're going to be to get safe, where we need to be. We don't want to be in the middle of... Is there a zombie coming? We don't want to be in the middle of nowhere with nowhere safe to sleep. What is this place? Let's make this quick. Yeah, let's get out of here. I'm feeling twitchy. This is bad. As he just casually walks through a doorway. Okay, what is this place? There's bookcases. We got to check it out. We've got to. Okay, we got a moment. Let's check the bookcases for... Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to go for mechanics. We want Mechanics Volume 1. And we got almost nothing. Ooh, nothing. Ooh, fishing 1. Fishing 1 could be useful. We might at some point have to rely on our survival skills. And foraging. Why not? Let's grab it. I think that is possibly at some point, as we're slowly discovering, foraging is going to be a key skill to learn. That was useful. That was useful. But let's move on. Let's get to the medical center. That was the true goal. Okay, it's just saw a big group of zombies just going off over that fence through the trees. I have managed to attract just the one. And there's another zombie up ahead there. We can play it safe, play it careful, play it smart. We can hopefully get in that medical center without having to kill several dozen zombies and spend the whole afternoon doing it. That's what we want. We want a quick knockdown. And then the foot of vengeance. That's more crackers. We'll take it. Again, we've got a nice quick knockdown. And really bad pushing. It gives us a chance for the foot of vengeance. There we go, another takedown. I'm really intrigued by this clothing store because I can see all sorts of stuff on the floor. So let's just enter into searching mode, see what we can find. But it's intriguing because there's a book on the floor here which is Glassmaking Volume 1. It's not what we want, it's not what we need. But it just goes to show the importance of keeping your eyes peeled for what is on the floor. Okay, let's take out this zombie. Where did they come from? Again, brilliant. Nice quick knockdown. We're going to be at level 1 long blunt in no time at this rate. Again, we're trying to creep. We're trying to be cautious. Here's the medical center. It's just so terrifying, just hearing that moan and not knowing where it's coming from. Sounds like... Yeah, there they are. Stuck on the... Are they stuck on the seat? They are. We've got an easy kill. There we go. Okay. Let's make this quick. Josh just absolutely hates being indoors. And we're in a little bit of a dead end here. We don't want to get cornered. Okay, we will take that. We'll grab what we can and get out of here. Oh, this is so terrifying. Again, we're trying to creep, we're trying to be quiet, but it just feels like there's a zombie waiting to grab us around every single corner. Yeah, I got bad vibes about this. Let's get back out on the street. Let's head east. I don't think there's anything more for us here. Okay. Seems quiet up ahead. I don't know what is up ahead. I'm not seeing many zombies, so let's just dive in to a couple of these homes, see if we can find... Oof. Let me jump. So nervy at the moment. See if we can find a few bits of food, maybe even a few tools. Okay, so what are we going to find in the garage? Anything? I'm hearing a zombie nearby. Oof, battery charger. It's so tempting to take, but there's no electricity, so we've got nowhere to use it really. The flashlight, again, it's tempting. The screwdriver, but we're really limited. Joshua's really limited of what he can carry. It's not very much. We're pretty much at full capacity. Just feels like we're carrying just not very much at all. We've got a few tools, a few weapons, a few bits of food. Maybe, what have they got stuck in them? Maybe we should consider dropping the gun and the ammo. It just feels like a dead weight at the moment. Getting off the street, I think what I might do is maybe read one of the books. Foraging maybe as a priority. We're going to be doing a lot of foraging, I think. I'm tempted by the frying pan as a weapon. I'm a fan of it. Yeah, we're off the street. There doesn't seem to be many zombies around. Let's go upstairs. Josh is a slow reader. He's not that well educated. And this isn't really a safe place. No doors. But yeah, let's read the foraging book for a little while. So we've read about a third of the book, but it is starting to get dark. It is 9:30. You know what? I'm going to drop this. What does it matter? Who knows who we are? We are an adventurer, a traveler, a scout. Nobody needs to know our name. If we die, it doesn't matter who we are. Let's move on. Okay, just over the road, we've got another house to check out. It is already nearly 10 o'clock. It's going to get very dark very soon. We really failed to plan ahead. We've got nowhere safe to sleep. We're going to end up going back to the same apartment block. I mean, it's somewhere safe. It's reliable, and that's what we need right now. But let's get inside this house. See if we can find a few morsels of food. Maybe a can opener, something useful. Okay, well, the first battery has gone flat. But it's a good thing in a way, because we can lighten the load a little bit. We're just going to be permanently weighed down, it seems. We haven't actually got that much gear. There's really not much superfluous, useless stuff we're carrying, if anything. Found a pipe wrench, which is a superb weapon, so I just felt compelled to pick it up. Let's see what else we can find in this place. We didn't find any food whatsoever in the kitchen, and nothing. I'm really looking for a can opener as well. We're running really low on food right now. Okay, so again, we're just foraging around, just searching the floor, making sure we've not missed anything that's crucial, that's important. But you can see it's almost 11 o'clock in the evening. It is dark. There's just nowhere safe here. All the windows are broken out. We're in the middle of nowhere, really. There's nowhere safe. We really failed to plan ahead. I think I might just have to somehow work our way back through the darkness, back to those apartments above the strip mall. It's the only place that's safe at the moment. Here definitely is not safe. Okay, so we're back in the bar. It's a big open space. The walls are not closing in on Josh. You can see that panic is slowly subsiding. I think this is what we're gonna have to do. Yeah, well, a part of me feels that this is kind of crazy, but we're gonna pitch the tent right in this corner here. You can see there's no Joshua's racing heart is not going, so he's comfortable in this wide open area. There's claustrophobia is not working and panicking himself. So we're going to sleep here. We're going to pitch the tent. There's quite a few bits of alcohol around, but we're going to leave it. Let's hopefully we can get a good night's sleep right here. Okay, well, Houston, we have a problem. It turns out, I don't know what's going on here. Can't seem to. We need a massive space. We need an absolutely massive space to pitch this tent. It's a beautiful looking tent. There's not enough space to pitch it. I don't know, we'll have to think about that a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a bottle of wine and work our way back Just keep thinking I'm hearing things. Let's just try upstairs. Maybe we've got enough space upstairs. Yeah, we've got even less space here, but there's actually quite a few bits of food and drink that we did miss, and we are running low on food, so let's just chomp down on these chips. We're gonna have to do it, aren't we? We're gonna have to just creep back. Let's have another smoke. Creep back to those apartments, down a bottle of wine, and that's the way we're gonna have to get to sleep again tonight. So we're back once more in the apartments. We're gonna go to the farm one. Okay, there's the next morning. It's bright and early. It's 7 o'clock. I can't believe we're still here on the west side of Echo Creek in this apartment. But it was an interesting experiment, and it was an experiment that worked. These sleeping pills overrode Joshua's absolute terrified panic. So we're going to drop the wine. One, because it's heavy, and two, we don't actually have a bottle opener. So there's no way to actually open this. So I don't want to risk smashing them and cutting ourselves. You can hear there are zombies nearby, there are zombies outside. But the sleeping pills, yeah, we might only have enough sleeping pills for 2 or 3 nights. But it feels like that's the best option at the moment. Let's do it, let's see. I think we need to leave Echo Creek. We're spending far too much time searching around for little scraps, really. That's all we're finding. It's time to head south out of Echo Creek and just go in the wilds, really. Go in the fields, out of civilization, out of the suburbs, out of town. Hopefully we can make some proper big physical progress east. Let's do this. Okay, well, it is day 4 already of Joshua Parker's attempts to get from one side of Knox County to the other. 4 days in, and we've barely made it halfway across Echo Creek. We're just continually distracting ourselves. So the plan is just to hit up the gas station and then get the hell out of town. I want to be spending the end of this day in a field with our tent pitched, maybe even with a fire going, reading the foraging book. So let's get to it. Oh my god, that zombie came out of absolutely nowhere, and I think there might be another zombie nearby. We are alarmed in more ways than one. Man, just appear out of nowhere. It is so challenging with these heavy, dense trees everywhere. Just on the other side of here, I think, is a bus station. Again, I'm letting myself get distracted, but I want to just poke my head in, see if there's a vending machine, see if we can get a few morsels of food. Okay, well, that is the problem. We've just completely walked right past a group of zombies that was in the trees that we did not see. Man, did you see that zombie fall? Man, we're getting good with long blunt. We're going to need every advantage we can find. We're going to stay alive in this absolute shit show of the zombie apocalypse. We'll do with some kills right now. Okay, well, Josh is doing some really good work of actually tearing through the local zombie population. We're going to get some muscle strain soon, though. Swing this big, heavy baseball bat. So let's go back to the foot of vengeance. We just couldn't see that zombie, that group of zombies. They were just right in the middle of all of those trees. We just walked right past them. Yeah, well, let's just take a moment to search through the bodies, dismantle any watches, see if we can find anything useful. Just another 70 odd digital watches to go before we level up the electrical skill. Okay, well, we got a little bit of food, a mint candy to sustain Josh. We got some military boots, but not 100%. We're going to be doing a lot of walking through this adventure, so definitely a spare pair of boots is going to be essential at some point. We're almost certainly going to wear out the ones we're wearing right now. This is the last zombie, hopefully. No, of course not. There's always another zombie. But, okay, look. This is, I think we do have some sort of conspicuous trait. In terms of zombie skills, it's random between normal and poor. Oh my god, that one did not go well. So we do have the prospect of being able to sneak right past big groups of zombies. We're not going to have to try and kill every zombie between here and Louisville, which is a damn good thing because that would be a very, very large number. Okay, now this I thought looked like a bus station, but it is actually something a lot better. This looks like, ooh, it's a liquor store. It is a liquor store. Okay, well, let's take a moment or two. Again, we've been slowed down by the prospect of finding valuable loot, or even though we've got barely any carry capacity. But we need a few bits of food to sustain us on the road, that is for sure. That is interesting. I found a makeshift fishing rod. We've already got a fishing rod, so we don't need it, but it's another few extra points in our foraging XP. We've got to develop that foraging skill, because I think at some point could be the difference between life and death for Josh. Yeah, well, Josh has filled up his water. That's going to be another thing that is going to sustain him and keep him from dying a slow, painful death. But there's nothing else here. Ooh, we did find a battery, so we've got 3 batteries now, so I don't think we need another battery from this radio. But let's just make sure we're not missing out on anything useful. Okay, so just up ahead is the train tracks, and you can see it is blocked off. It is not passable, so we've got a choice here. Does Josh go north and then cross the track as soon as possible opportunity? Do we go south? I think, well, can we just go through the middle of it? It does look burnt through. Who knows what is on the other side though? This could go wrong really quickly. I was just about to try and clamber through the rolling carriage, and just as well I didn't, because out of nowhere came these zombies. We are getting good with this baseball bat. Now that did look like a police officer. So let's have a look. What have they got? They got another M9 pistol. Got a pretty bad bulletproof vest. Let's wear the pistol holster. Oh, this has got all the... Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of zombies. Yeah, just out of sight. I don't want to clamber through that carriage right into a big group of zombies. Let's play smart. Let's play cautious. Yeah, okay, we maybe don't have a lot of time, but we're going to try and avoid some big groups of zombies by just going south through the forest. See if we can make our way east undetected. This is risky. There's some really, really dense forest up ahead. Okay, well, I was just beginning to worry about just how far south we would need to go before we could start heading east. Fortunately, the security fencing has stopped, and we've got these fences which are climbable. But boy, it takes a lot out of Josh. We've got some minor pain. A little bit overweight as well. This might be need a moment to maybe just take a break. So I think I'm just going to sit in this field and read a little bit more of the foraging book before we make any more progress east. Okay, well, it has taken a long time for that muscle strain to die down. A whole hour. It's actually been quite a relaxing experience. Nothing has been trying to kill Josh all for a whole hour. I got a feeling that is going to change though, as we're going to work our way back northeast towards the gas station. We got 1 can of carrots. That's all we've got food wise. So we need to find a way of finding food from somewhere. That means heading back into Echo Creek. Okay, so I've checked the map and I can see that the gas station, I think, is just a little bit further east and then straight north. So we're just going to continue working our way through the field. It finally feels like... what have we got here? Finally feels like we're making some proper progress. There's the gas station. Again, it is eerily quiet, but again, we can't really see what is up ahead because of all the trees. Okay, we managed to attract a couple of zombies. Who knows how many more zombies there are hiding amongst the trees. They could appear out of nowhere. Yeah, here they come in any moment. Maybe we should be a bit more stealthy. Maybe we should be a bit more smart. Let's go with the hunting knife. I'm not liking, yeah, this is dodgy. This is really dodgy with all the trees. Let's fall right back away from the road. We've got at least 3 on us that we can see. This is the problem. You can hear them. You can hear them getting closer and closer. And that is a beautiful piece of timing. The hunting knife has gone down. Yeah, okay, we've got a paring knife somewhere. Let's grab one of those. But we need to find more weapons. Oh, this is so dangerous. To really keep a good eye out. This paring knife is not a good option. Okay, maybe we should just go with the baseball bat. Let's try and get some quick kills here. This is, the longer we're fighting like this, the more dangerous this situation becomes because of this. You can hear the zombie, but you can't see him. It is terrifying, but that is a well-done level up. That's one missing. It's 2. Man, we need to find more baseball bats, and quick. Phew. Oh, well, that baseball bat really turned the tide. That long, blunt skill really coming through for us. Again, there's got such dense forest, we don't know what is right on the other side. We need some quick, silent kills if we can. And it is taking getting used to that little stumble. You think, is he going to go down? Is he not going to go down? This is taking far too long. It's getting frustrating. Got another zombie somewhere nearby in the trees. At least 1. Maybe 2. Yeah, 2. Okay. Yeah, that is what we need. We need the zombies to go down quick. This is tricky. We might have to abandon at any moment because we just can't see what danger is up ahead. But what it looks like is there's absolutely no danger. No zombies that I can see. Could change in an instant, but it looks like we do have an opportunity to grab some food. Please, can we find some food? Yeah, it does sound there's like a lot of zombies just on the other side of the... Oh, that is exactly what we need. The other side of the wall. Oh, we kind of do need to fill up our food though, really, fill up our water. Oh, zombies could come through that doorway at any moment. This is really, really sketchy. Okay, I'm just doing one last little search with the foraging. It's a good jog. So we found some jelly beans. We found... What else have we found? Comic book. There's lots to drink here. I was hoping for more solids. But you can see the value of this foraging mechanic this early on when supplies are difficult to come by. Okay, so we really pushed our luck. Let's get out of here. We got 4 or 5 bits of food, enough to keep Josh going, hopefully, for a couple of days. We are really overweight at the moment. Let's sort that out. Okay, we're making pretty good progress east. We're continuously going. We had a zombie on us, but we actually managed to just lose them with this crouching and going through the trees. But what we should be doing is we should probably be foraging as we go, because who knows, we might find a few other bits of food. Maybe not a cockroach. We're not that hungry yet. But this is going to be a nice, easy way, passive way almost, of increasing our foraging. And we could even level up that foraging to level 1 before we get out of this forested area. That'd be brilliant. And there we are. That is foraging level 1. We've only read half of the book. So this is just going brilliantly, and we haven't seen a single zombie. About 3 hours now. Okay, we've been going for about 4 hours now. It's been slow but steady progress. We're finding a lot of foraging gear. It's gone really, really well. Ooh, wow, why are we so tired? Is that really tiring? We need to sort out our inventory. I picked up a couple of tree branches because I did think that maybe we could make some sort of spear, but don't have that option. Let's have a look at that though. But it's starting to get dark, and we need to find civilization soon, or we're going to have to risk just sleeping in the middle of a field in a tent and hope that no zombies come wandering this way. Super late. You can see it is almost 11 o'clock in the evening. but we found some sort of sign of civilization. Ooh, wow. Wow, I was just thinking, how am I going to know what to do next? Do I go north? Do I go south? We really need to keep our wits about us here. Listen out. Any sort of sounds, any clues of zombies nearby. Maybe our luck is in. Maybe our luck is in. Not hearing any zombie activity anywhere. That was the cue for a big group to be right around the corner then, but no. We're going to be careful, we're going to be cautious. We just need somewhere safe to sleep for the night. Okay, we've done a complete circle of the house. Absolutely no zombies that I can hear. But inside could be a very different story. Looks safe. I can't hear any banging. Can't hear any heavy sighing or gurgling that we get from the zombies. Are we going to find any food? Is our luck really going to be in? No. Some salt. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, let's check out upstairs. Again, I can't hear any zombies. This would be an incredible stroke of luck, a big break. Coming across this house in the complete pitch black dark. It is always super risky, dangerous. You just go around the corner at the wrong time and it's all over. But it looks like, becoming more and more certain, that there's no zombies in this house. And we've even got a bedroom with an intact door, so somewhere safe to sleep. What do we do next? Obviously, what we got to keep doing is surviving, keep traveling east on foot, trying to get all the way over to the Louisville and the Louisville airport for hopefully salvation. But what do we do next? Do we stay on the roads? Do we carry on going through the forested areas, working in our foraging? We've got a big decision to make of what we do next, but that's going to be a decision that is going to be for the next episode. That is it for today. We are out of Echo Creek. We are on the road. We are still surviving. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Nomad, all the way east on foot. What a massive challenge. Smash that like button, hit the sub button if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. I hope you will join me for the next episode. But for now, that is all.